Okay, this is the third video, and I'm making that crease just like we talked about here, like I told you. And I do this a couple of times just because I want to be sure I'm on the right spot and I know what I'm doing while I'm talking, because I'm not so... Okay, I'm going from here all the way to here, and if you ever lose that where you're going, you can use this disappearing pin to go as far as you're going to go, here to here. You can make a little dot there so you'll know, but I pretty well, now this number 5, it is a little bit of a pain, because sometimes it's not big enough. It's the only pattern that I did. I wish I would have made a little wider, but I didn't. So I set it way back. Here's the right about there. Right about there is the crease. Right about back here, and I didn't give it just a whole lot of space because I've known myself to make this one a little bit too small, so I'm careful with that one. It's not quite so easy. Make sure it's going there. Okay, that's a long one, and I hope everything is all right on that one, because that's a pretty skinny piece there. See, I only left from there to there. That's how small that one is, and most of them are much wider than that. So all right, we're gonna, well, I better look and be sure that it's big enough, because of that. It's happened before. It's wonderful big enough, yeah. So I don't want this extra, so I'm going to bend this, bring this. If you have a hard time seeing it on one side, turn it over, you can see it better on the other side to make this little cut. This part seems like that you would not like to do this part, but for me, this is a reassurance that it's going to look really pretty when I cut those extra junk off of there. This is a gingham, so I want to be sure that it's not got polyester or anything in it. It seems like it's gonna go okay, but sometimes gingham can burn, you know, can scorch. Okay, so now we're on the next big triangle. It's supposed to go like this. So I'm going to kind of look behind it there. Yeah. And I'm going to put it, well, I guess it'd be a good idea if I folded it and checked it. There we go. So that is going to go like that. Way back here. What is that? Oh, I see. Hang on a second. Okay. I'm feeling of it in there. This is, even though this is a pretty good sized triangle, I don't want it to be misplaced, you know. And I go clear to the ends with these because your feet can roll this over without you knowing it. So I try to go all the way to the ends with pins. That should fit just fine. It does. This goes backwards. I want to cut that off. Okay. Okay. There we go. Now we're on back here. I want you to see we're doing the last petal. We're just going right down the line, and see, since I have this laid that way from number 12 up to the top, that's how it's laid, and that's why it's pretty easy to just follow this right on down from 12 down to 1. I mean from 1 to 12 rather. Ow. How much space is that? That's a tiny one. Okay. Okay. We're going to do this right here. Believe that'll all fit. Sure hope it does. Yeah, it does. Okay. I'm looking up to the light in case you're wondering what I'm doing. So I want to cut this extra off. And I can't see it too good, so I'll turn it over so I can see it better. Far so good. This obviously doesn't have to be that big, but that's the big size for you. That's what happens whenever you make bigger pieces than you need, but I'll tell you, it's way better than making smaller pieces than you need. So all of mine are all big enough except that number 5 petal, and it's just almost scary that it's not big enough. Okay. Put that. Okay. Bounced all around. Put it. Okay. Well, for some reason I guess I'm getting dull there. Okay. Okay. And there's the hard part. Now all we got to do is put the ends and the ends on, and then I'm going to restart again. So I'll start in a minute.